everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Veronica. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make some cute DIY chokers. So these are all pretty simple, pretty easy. I just wanted to share them with you guys. That way you could maybe see some basic ideas for chokers, and then you could probably take them a step further and personalize them a little bit more. If you guys are new here, then hi, my name is Veronica. I like making DIY videos, little artsy tutorials, things like that here on YouTube, and I post every weekend, usually. Lately I've been a little slow on it and I'm trying to get back into it a little bit more. But yeah, I'd love if you subscribe to the channel, that way you could see some more of my videos. And with that being said, let's just jump right into the video. So we're going to be starting off with the most basic, and that is the charm choker. So the first thing you're going to need for this is about 28 inches of cord. You could use string, you could use shoelaces, you could use ribbon, whatever works for you. And then you're also going to need a charm. Pretty simple, I know, right? But I mean, it's kind of a cool idea. You could probably change this up, maybe add a few charms, do something different if you wanted to get creative with it. And then I'm just going to tie it in a bow, and then I'll push that around to the back of my neck, and then I'll wear the charm in the front. You could probably also wear this with the bow in the front, and that might be a cute choker as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very simple. So the next choker we're going to be making is actually one of my favorites. So all you'll need for this is, again, about 28 inches of cord, and then you'll also need one small bead. So I used a white looking pearl bead, and then I just strung it onto the cord. Now I'm going to tie two little knots, one on each side of the bead, that way it won't move. And you might want to take your time with this. Make sure you get your knots pretty close to the bead. It is a little tricky, so it might take you a few tries. And then once you're finished with that, that's pretty much it for the choker. This one's super cute, and I've actually worn it quite a few times since I've made it. I think I've worn this one the most, actually, because it pairs really well with a lot of different outfits. So then we're actually going to be making another variation of the beaded necklace. This one I'm going to actually use 3 beads. So I actually use some white cord instead of black cord, that way it's a little lighter, different look. And then I strung the 3 beads onto the cord. And then again, I'm just going to tie 2 knots on either side of the beads. You could actually, if you wanted, tie the knots in between each bead. That would give you a different look. You could totally play around with this, maybe use different color beads, do a lot of different things. I also wore this one a little looser because I like the look of that for this one. Next, we're going to be doing another bead one, and this one's more like a charm. So we're going to actually start off with some leather cord. This stuff is a little thicker. And then you'll also need a bead and then a little jewelry pin, which has the little flat head on the bottom so that it doesn't slide all the way through the bead. So I'm just going to stick this through this bead, and then I'm going to take my little pliers and I'm going to wrap the wire into a little loop on top of the bead. You can actually buy beads like this that actually have this done already, but this is also a cute way. Maybe you have 1 or 2 beads you really like, you want to use, you can make it a charm on your own. So once I'm finished kind of shaping the loop at the top, then I just basically string it onto the leather cord. It's actually that simple. Like I told you guys, these are super basic, super simple, which I mean is what I kind of like, you know, little subtle necklaces to go with your outfits. So now we're going to be doing a little bit of a different variation, kind of similar to the last one, but it's got some changes. So you're going to start off by taking some elastic cord. I took about 13 inches. So my video actually cut out when I was filming making this little charm, But all I basically did was took some wire, wrapped it around the little rock, and then took a little jewelry loop and looped it through the wire. So now I'm actually going to open up the loop and I'm going to kind of stick it through the elastic. If it's not going through, you can always maybe use a little help from like a scissors or something like that to puncture a little hole into the elastic. Then once you get your ring through, you can just close it up and then it'll be attached to the choker. So now on both ends of the elastic, I'm going to be putting some clasps. I actually got some special ones that you can buy that grip down on to your fabric or your elastic. So you just put them over and then you squeeze them with your pliers and they grip it. And then once I did that, I just took a ring and a clasp and I put it on both ends so that I could clasp the choker together. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a little bit of a thicker choker look if you like that. You could probably go even thicker than this actually. I don't really like thick chokers, so I think this will actually probably be the thickest one I'll ever wear. You also notice it's a little loose, and I like my chokers a little looser, so that's why I have it that way, but you could always make it a little tighter if you want. So then for the next choker, we're going to be doing another beaded one. So this one actually wraps around twice, so you're going to take a long piece of thread, and then you're just going to start stringing on your beads. I just did a little pattern. I think I did brown, brown, and then the little pinkish white bead. And then some more brown, blue, brown, pink. Kind of had a pattern set out that I wanted to do. And then like I said, this is going to wrap around my neck twice, so I just put it how it was going to look. And then I just tied clasps onto both ends of the necklace. Like I said, I used thread for this, but you could use like an elastic cord that might work better. And then my beads were about medium size, which I think looked good, but you could probably do smaller beads and they would look a lot better. So then after I put my clasps on, I found the middle part of the choker and then I just put a little arrow charm on it, just to give it a little bit of a Aztec tribal kind of look. This one also turned out really cute. This is another one of my favorite ones. So then for the last choker, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a wrap choker, which you can wear several different ways, and I'll actually show you how to wear it. So I started off by taking more of that leather cord, and I actually took 56 inches. So that's more like 4 feet and 8 inches. So it's long. And then I just took the ends and I painted them with some silver nail polish. And I kind of did almost like a faded look. I covered the tip very well with the nail polish, but then as I got up I kind of just faded it in. So I did that with both ends, and then that was it for this. You could also add beads maybe to the ends of them if you wanted, you know, do some different designs. I've seen people do maybe glitter, different things you could put on these. So the first way that you can wear it is you can wrap it around your neck once, and then with the extra cord you can just tie a little bow kind of loosely. Second one, you can basically just untie the bow and just leave the cord untied, kind of sitting there. And then for another look, you could wrap it around twice and then tie a bow a little tighter than the first look. I did not like this one as much actually. It wasn't really my style, but you know, it could look cute on someone else. And then again, if you untie the bow, you could probably just leave it hanging a little like this. Otherwise, you can maybe just wrap it around your neck once and then leave the cords not even together. You can just kind of lay them alongside your neckline. Very, very simple choker. Just some cute ways you can do it. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you today. I hope you guys liked these. Maybe you'll get some inspiration from them. Maybe you'll find some ideas for your own chokers. I hope you all have a great day, stay awesome, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!